So the 21 is the newest lens in your lineup. Could you tell me a little bit more about this lens?
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Dan from Atlas Lens Co. Great to meet you. Today we're showcasing the Orion Series 21mm T2 Anamorphic. It's a 2x anamorphic squeeze, so it matches the rest of the Orion Series family. And this is the widest Orion Series lens. It's also the widest production front anamorphic lens in the world. So this has a 124-degree angle of view, so it's extremely wide angle. In fact, the most wide angle front anamorphic 2x lens in the world. It has a T2 aperture. It's designed to have coverage for 4x3 format Alexa or other 4x3 format Super 35 sensors, but it will also work great on full frame sensors like the Arri LF, Sony Venice, Kinefinity Mavo LF family of systems, Sony A7, Canon R5, any full frame sensor if you use our LF expander accessory, which allows all of our Orion series lenses to cover full frame sensors edge to edge.
So natively, this lens is Super 35.
Correct,
so you
yeah.
need like an extender. Is the extender cut any light or field of view?
No, it will reduce the light by 1 stop and 1/3. So you're expanding the image circle by a factor of 1.6 times, and a full frame sensor format is about 1.6 times larger than a Super 35 format. So essentially you're taking the same amount of light and just expanding it out 1.6 times to cover that full frame sensor, so you don't lose any field of view. You're maintaining the field of view relative to the focal length, just expanding it for the format. And you lose 1 and 1/3 stops, but on today's modern sensors, that's not too much light because we're often putting ND even if we're inside sometimes. We also have other lenses in the Orion series family, including 25, 32, 40, 50, 80, 65, I skipped that one, and 100. So we have 8 lenses in the Orion series family, and they have traditional anamorphic distortion, barrel distortion style. They have excellent through focus characteristics and excellent image quality, and you have all the conveniences of a modern lens with some of the look and styling of vintage anamorphic lenses.
Cool. I mean, 21 is super wide. I never heard of 21 anamorphic. Like 40 is considered pretty wide in anamorphic.
Yeah, so if you compare our 21 and the amount of distortion that the lens has compared to a vintage lens like a Kowa 40mm, the barrel distortion is actually comparable between our 21 and a Kowa 40. So it can be an effect. It's certainly not for every shot or every film, but if you want something that has a really different look, very special for music videos or for action sequences, it's going to require you to make some choices in your framing, but it has a very special, unique look. It also has extremely close focus, so you can see
how much?
it focuses all the way down to 1.5 feet.
Wow.
Jackie, would you mind leaning into this one? Yeah, there, beautiful. So you can see just how close it focuses right on her ring there, and you still get Julia in the frame there, and you have Jackie here in the shot. So really an incredible compositional tool, unlocking new creativity for filmmakers.
Is it possible you tell us a little bit about how you design this lens to achieve such a wide focal length, such as the structure, optical design?
Certainly. We were designing what we believed was going to be the fastest, widest lens in the Orion series, the 25mm T2. And that's incredibly wide and it has incredibly low distortion. So that one, we reduced the amount of distortion by making certain design characteristics in the optical elements. And in that process of designing the 25, we discovered we can actually make an even wider lens if we embrace some of those distortion characteristics that add a little bit extra distortion. It's so unusual, it makes for a good tool. And so there's 14 elements in 9 groups in the lens. We use cylindrical doublets in a traditional way. If you compare our lens design to vintage anamorphics like Lomo round front, the concept is not that dissimilar, but we use modern materials and modern processes in order to make those lenses excellent and manufacturable.
Yeah.
And they're designed and built here in California. So we design the lenses at our headquarters in Glendale, California, and we also assemble them in Glendale at our workshop.
So is this the angle for you guys? 21 millimeter? Do you guys even have like want to make 14 millimeter or even wider focal length? Like those crazy thought.
We believe this is the widest angle Orion series family lens that we plan to make. Of course.
Even crazier ideas.
Oh, certainly. So, I mean, one of the things I can tell you about Atlas is that we are a company run by cinematographers for cinematographers. So I myself shoot music videos, commercials, and title sequences. And I was inspired to start this company because I myself am a cinematographer and wanted to make lenses that weren't available to other cinematographers like myself. I wanted to make something that was new, easy to use, and accessible and affordable, that would open new doors of creativity for people like myself. So you could say it's a selfish pursuit, but I like to share it with the world. So fortunate and very happy to be able to make these lenses and have this company with an incredible team of engineers, marketing, and just an incredible team all around that makes this possible. Yeah, so what I can say about Atlas is we're always innovating.
In the future, probably.
I would love to make some zooms. I think that's a great idea. If you have ideas for lenses you'd like to see that aren't made, ask us. We'll see if we can make it for you. But definitely anamorphic zooms would be a wonderful thing for us to make, I think.
I mean, 21 is crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It's a lot of fun to use. And you can see our lenses being used in major feature films, including Don't Look Up, which is recent.
Also shot on film, right?
That was shot on film by Lena Sandgren, ASC. Also, another Lena Sandgren film called Babylon will be coming out this winter. That was also filmed with the Orion series.
Cool.
And there's some other great movies I can't mention yet that are in the works that are using Orions and some other Atlas lenses that we have in development.
Yeah, it's wonderful to talk to you. Thank you for all the information. I'm really looking forward maybe someday to have a set of Atlas lenses.
Oh, I would love that. And
I mean, it's pricey, but...
Are you based in LA?
No, Chicago.
Oh, cool. So we have a really nice demo program. So if you have some personal content you'd like to create and try a lens, we can send you a demo lens as long as you have good insurance and work with you to help support your film, maybe.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great to meet you.
Cheers.
Thank you, everybody.